Hello and welcome to the Stitching Owl's first Flosstube Extra. Today I just want to celebrate that there are new Flosstubers out there. People who are uploading videos that are lovely and of a great diversity of styles. The people that I'm going to be highlighting today have less than 15 videos and they have less than 500 subscribers. So I thought that they would like to be brought to the attention of some of my friends, and I hope you will find one or two that you will enjoy going back to watch their journey. Now, I'm just going to be presenting these in alphabetical order, as long as my alphabet has been going correctly. And I'm going to say there are many more people out there, and I would love to know who they are. So feel free to alert me in the comment section to some of the new Flosstubers that you have found in the last little while. Okay, so Adventures in Stitching. Now, Adventures in Stitching is Alicia, and she loves cross-stitching. That's not a surprise. She's not quite consistent with her schedule yet, but she does have Flosstube watchers who are thrilled when she uploads because they do love her content. She has fallen in love with full coverage, so those of you who like to observe others doing full coverage, whether or not you feel able to jump in, she might be your girl. And she's starting to play around with different counts. Recently, she tried 32 count 1/1. So that is Adventures in Stitches. The next one on my list is August 1823 Stitchers. Now, I'm trying to remember, and I actually can't, what the significance was of 1823, so I'm going to invite each of you to go back to their very first video and see whether you can find that moment where they explain it. So with the August 1823 Stitchers, we have Sally, Amy, and Jack the dog. They're from South Carolina, and these ladies are absolutely fabulous at giving you all the details that you need for each one of the projects that you are seeing, from who created the fabric, to their flosses, to the pattern. You will know exactly how to search it out if you fall in love with one of their pieces. I'm also really pleased to say that this particular group is wonderful for wanting to bring our attention to other Flosstubers. As a matter of fact, they have cute categories to put people into, like mother-daughter presenters and things like that. So it's have a peek and see whether they might be somebody that you would like to follow. Cindy's Adventures in Stitching. Cindy is an enthusiastic speaker who has just finished her very first retreat, just like me. So she's hooked, and she was so excited that she did her Flosstube from her camper. Her husband had driven her to the area, and they had camped while she had her retreat. It was really cute to have her husband support her through that video and to have a few humorous moments with them. Next we have, oh, hang on, I'm having a hard time picking these up. Crafting on the Plains. Jacinta is a multi-crafter. She likes cross-stitching and knitting and sewing and quilting. There are convenient time stamps that she has made available so that if you don't care for a specific kind of craft, you can hop to the next one that you like. So lots of variety. She has 5 videos so far and is ready to keep on going with that. I just want to stitch. Trisha has 9 videos so far. She is a Canadian stitcher she became a stitcher thanks to Sheila, yes, of the Sunshine Stitchers. They were on a cruise together, and Trisha sat next to Sheila, who of course had brought along stitching and got interested. So that was actually, I believe, in the last year, and that Trisha is actually fairly new to stitching. She has a wide variety of different projects that she's working on, and she has just attended her first retreat. She wanted to see Sheila, and yes, I had the opportunity to sit at the table with Sheila, Deb, Colette, and Trisha and get to know them. So I hope you'll go and have a listen to one of hers. Janine Dufour, or Dufour, I'm not sure exactly. I think it should be slightly French. She's got 1 video out, so she is really fresh. Janine did do a couple of videos a long time ago, and then she got heavily into higher education and found that she did not have the ability to make regular floss tubes, but she's back with enthusiasm. She stitches to stitch. At this point, she's just happy stitching. She does want to get so that she would like to finish and fully finish. We'll have to join her and see how her journey goes on that. Now, she happens to be a Van Gogh lover. She stitches some of Van Gogh style, and she has a Van Gogh tattoo. Jordan at Needle House has also got 1 video. Jordan lives in Australia, and she's got several huskies that she does dry land sledding with. Now, if she lived in Canada with me, there'd be many months of the year she wouldn't need to be on dry land. She could do snow. She's actually hoping to add to her crew of huskies. And I thought it was really cute that she, at the very opening of video number 1, one of the huskies is right behind her and leans in to give her a little snuggle. Now, she loves to do new starts. She has a modest amount of projects at this point, but with her love for starts, that's going to grow in the near future. KBH Stitches. She has 8 videos out so far and is dedicated, and will be having another one up before long, I'm quite sure. Karen loves to stitch, and she loves to finish. She is invested in learning as much as she can, and will go out, purchase extra finishing supplies and give it a try, ask questions of her video watchers and see what she can do. She's very personable, and she's got the cutest collection of Lego bling on her project bags that I think is worth having a little peek at. Lizzie the Stitcher has 7 videos. When I talk about how many videos they have, that would be as of yesterday morning. Today is October the 22nd. I would be delighted to discover that many of these people had actually uploaded yet another video. But for right now, Lizzie has 7 videos. She's an Australian stitcher and sewer with a fantastic opening video. I really enjoyed it. She loves to stitch all things blackbird. Lizzie likes also to do 3D smalls and has completed a number of pairs that have just the right amount of poof. I think they're worth a look. Mrs. AZ Family Zoo Stitches. Now there's a couple of people out there who've already shouted out Mrs. AZ. Let's see if her name is Allison. Allison has a special farm that is a zoo for animals. Now these animals are often challenged health-wise, and they get a permanent home with her. The zoo is completely subsidized by donations, and Allison also has an Etsy shop where she sells cross-stitch patterns, and the proceeds from those also go to support the many animals that she has. If you're curious, video number 1, she's just done her first video. We meet Myrtle the turtle. Only turtle is very big. So I'm looking forward to seeing a new animal at each one of her videos. One Nana and Two Girls. So they have 2 videos out so far. I'm quite certain that we're going to see new videos on a regular schedule. We have one lovely speaker by the name of Lauren who is sharing the many crafts that her entire family is creating. Every video so far has had many finishes and many fully finishes. There's so much for her to show. She has an excellent flow to her video and very good clarity in her speaking. It is really easy to listen to her as you stitch. The Peacock Stitcher. Let me see, she has one video also. Her name is Katie. And she started her whole Flosstube with a super cheerful whip parade, which is very common. She loves to stitch peacocks, hence the name, but is very quick to then say, I just don't want to live near one because the way they screech is not something that I enjoy listening to, but they are beautiful to stitch. Katie does like to choose her own colors. She has already started to dye her own fabrics at time, and her projects come in all sizes, so there will be something for everybody's taste. Rose Barrow, Untwist Your Stitches. That's such a cute name. She's got 2 videos so far. She also opened up with a whip parade that had a great variety, and she included a crochet project. She has created, hang on, an amazing, oh yes, she created an amazing piece for her husband. She was trying to think of what to do for a special anniversary, and her husband owns a Mustang car. So she stitched a Mustang horse and had it made into a seat cover to go into his car. Is that not special? And there's kind of a cute story that goes with the unveiling, but I want you to watch her video to find out what her cute story is. Stitch Therapy, we see Campbell, who is actually a therapist herself for others, using stitching for her own self. I think it is wonderful for us to discover that professionals do use stitching as well as a calming and meditative way of finishing off their day. I love that she's a mixture of old school and new school. When she was doing a giveaway, out came the fishbowl and she was picking out little pieces of paper. So that, I'm a little bit of a dinosaur, so I quite enjoyed that moment. What was particularly special was she didn't want to disappoint anybody. So she said, if you're disappointed you didn't win, send me your address to my email and I'll send you a tea bag and a card so that you know I'm thinking about you. Isn't that adorable? I would just encourage you that if you are feeling in the need of some encouragement from somebody who knows therapy, visit video number 5. I'm sure that you'll find some really effective words in her message. And the last of my 15 for today is Stories and Stitches. Megan is a Canadian stitcher with a wide range of styles being stitched. Not only is it a wide range of styles, it's a wide range of sizes from small to quite large. She enjoys colorful fabric. She gives chapters throughout so that you can find what you need to and what you would like to watch. And if I might say, she's got a beautifully lyrical voice. So again, I just found her very soothing to listen to as I stitched. So I'm going to list below each of the Flosstubers that I've just mentioned. At this point, YouTube has not been great to me. I haven't quite convinced them that I can do official links. I went through the hoops of having my photo taken against a wall and they kept saying there's somebody else in the photo and it's a wall. So at this point, you will be able to do a copy and paste in order to get the information needed to get to each of these particular Flosstubers. I hope that you will try 1 or 2 of these, if not all 15, just to see some of the new people that are out there that you might enjoy getting to know. As always, I hope that you will make something for yourself today and that you make yourself happy.